be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
All right, we are live in Newark, New Jersey at KEWR. This is a short flight. We're going to fly to KDCA. We're going to get to fly to Reagan, and Reagan is a custom airport. The DCA and the scenery there is custom scenery, and it's just the lighting is great. So I thought we would fly to that airport today. So I must say something. This is stock scenery from straight out of XPlane 12.2 for KEWR, and all things considered, scenery's really good. I mean, it looks nice. Alright, I've already dropped the battery guard. I've got the IRSs aligning and started the APU, and we're going to go ahead and align things up here. Let's see. We're in the FMS. Let's go ahead and get our IRS position, get some colors on the horizon. Bam. Good job. And we're going to load our flight plan. We're going to request it. And let's load that. Bam. Okay. KEWR, KDCA. Not sure. Let's see what that discontinuity is about. We're gonna check. See, we've got 04 right. We're coming off on our. I'm pretty sure our departure is going to be the port 4. Let's see. To Biggie, or let's see. Set departure. Okay, let's do that. Right. Do port 4 departure, Biggie transition, and load that. Get rid of that discontinuity. And that means we'll go to Baga on our departure out, and we should be okay there. Okay, on the arrival part, we're going to be coming in on ILS 01. Clipper MXE. Okay. We're going to go ahead, go to fuel and weight balance, airside services. We're in the Zibo 737-800, and we're going to load our flight plan. We're going to activate that. Shout out to Alpaca Airways and Flying Scotsman, and also my big influences on the flight sim part would be Flying Scotsman and Q8 Pilot. They've been excellent teachers or information sources, so I've enjoyed listening to them. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get our passengers loaded too. We're still, fuel's still loading. I have it on quick loads. I don't have it on full length loading or real-time loading. One of the times I'll actually take my time and do that, but not today. our QNH currently here at Newark is 30.10. And I have it synchronized to where when it synchronizes here, synchronizes on the right side and on the backup, or on the backup horizon. Okay.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Thank you, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and drop the anti-skid to RTO there. And passengers are loading. Something else I do, this is just me, but I usually leave the yoke off, and I may take the seats out. In fact, I may do this. Here's what I do. I go to my configuration, and let me see here. Visual effects. Looking for my seat.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all calls.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
All right, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hide yoke. Let me see. I should have hide seats here somewhere. Oh, we have a sync there. Hide cockpit seats. Yes. And I do that because that way when I back up, it doesn't interfere with getting a wider shot or something. So I prefer them to be off. Right, so passengers are loaded. We can go ahead and go to our flight plan. Pull it up here. Okay. And our reserves, reserve fuel is 2.3. 2.3. And then we'll load all the rest of the settings there. And take off. For here, it's we're going to be doing a flaps. Let me make sure I say this right. Flaps setting. There it is. A 5. We're just doing a 5. Our center of gravity. You get on here on payload. Center of gravity is going to be 27.6. Go to the next page. Our runway winds are going to be 003 at 7. And our flex temp is 42. Right, now all those settings are in. And now we can go back and load our settings here. V1 is 136, V rotate is 138, and V2 is 145. For Mach setting here, I'm going to put 145 in here. And I'm not yet sure of my initial altitude, and we'll get that from Brian. I'll get some help from him. I have not loaded say intentions yet. My fault, guys. There we go. Brian, good evening. You're in charge of all comms.
Good evening, Steve. I'll take care of the comms from here.
And Brian, could you go ahead and get our IFR clearance? Fine.
I'll get our IFR clearance.
Newark Liberty International Airport clearance, Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf requesting IFR clearance. We have Mike.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by. Alpaca 21 Golf cleared to Reagan. Radar vectors Big E. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect 16,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.6 squawk 4144. Expect runway 4 right.
Newark Liberty International Airport clearance, Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf cleared to Reagan. Radar vectors Big E. Then is filed. Climb to 3000 and maintain. Expect 16,000 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.6 squawk 4144. Anticipate runway 4 right.
Got it. Okay. Brian, you can go ahead and get our pushback and start clearance already.
I'll request pushback and start clearance.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news,
Newark
Captain. Your
Liberty
tow's
International
coming.
Airport ground, Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf requesting pushback and start clearance. We have Mike.
Alpaca 21 Golf pushback and start approved. Tail west.
Okay. All right.
If your vest has one strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. If your vest has two straps, fasten the straps to the front of the vest and then adjust them loosely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs at the bottom of the vest. Or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
But if your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds.
No, I wish it did.
Most seat cushions can be used for flotation.
It does not. So
Ladies
here's
and
what I've run
gentlemen,
into.
Welcome aboard this flight with. We are traveling to Washington.
I
Please
have
take your
been
seats according
in a
to your
flight
boarding passes
and
store your hand luggage in the overhead bins
Traffic
or
Global
under the seats in
is
front of
taking
you.
off on the
If you
opposite
require
end of the
any
runway.
assistance, do not hesitate
And
to contact the crew.
I've
Thank
been
you for
told
your
by Say
cooperation.
Intentions to do just the opposite based on my flight plan. So Traffic Global, there's
Welcome
not any
aboard,
coordination
Captain. Tows
between Say
connected. Bypass
Intentions
pins inserted.
and Traffic
Go and kill the
Global.
parking brake when you're ready to go.
That's a good question though. But yeah,
Here comes
I'm
the
hoping
pushback. Light 'em up.
something changes there, or Traffic Global may do an update. I don't know what it's going to take between Say Intentions and Traffic Global, but I think they would have to work together to make it work. So I don't see that happening yet, but who knows? It could. Right. Engine 2. I brought that up a little early. Should be okay. I'm hopeful for that though, because I really do. Between World Traffic and Traffic Global, I enjoy it, and the reason I haven't gone to 12.3 is when I tried, I think Traffic Global, there's something going on, it's not working, exactly like I want, or I had some crashes, so I just backed up and went back to 12.2.
The truck is already disconnected.
Lower ground United 3434, request taxi to 22 right. Roger, Romeo Kilo Yankee Sierra Mike 222 right, United 3434.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Yeah, I know. I know. I still like St. Intentions. I mean, I like them, but no, they do have traffic insertion they're working on the Microsoft side, but we need them to work on the XPlane side. I think I think we need them to kind of get set up, because I know that they're working on that now. So my hope is that St. Intention will come up with their own traffic insertion model, and it will fix that. I have a problem there. Hold on. So compression's not high enough. We're going to go back off again. I'm going to bring that down. Start that again. I didn't have the hydraulic pumps on. We'll try to light up again. Engine 2. I didn't have my hydraulic pumps on for that first start. There it goes. I think Q8 Palette had a good episode on 12.3 today, but I think they were talking about the traffic global issue about moving up to 12.3 and some incompatibility there also. So I'm not sure if there's something else they're gonna have to work on to make it work. Okay, let's go engine 1.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
By the way, at KEWR, this airport, for it to be a default, this is stock or straight out of XPlane. The lighting and everything looks really good on it, and this is 12.2. Right, probes on. Bleed off, engine buses on, and APU off.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Runway turn on lights are on, and position strobe is on. Packs are to auto, and isolation valve is to auto. Our cruise altitude on this flight, because it's short, is only 160. We'll never go above 16,000 on this. I'm going to go ahead and set our engines to continuous. Brian, can you get our taxi clearance, please?
I'll get our taxi clearance.
Newark ground, FedEx 3709, just departed runway 04 right, looking to taxi to the FedEx ramp.
Newark Liberty International Airport ground, Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf, ready to taxi. We have Mike.
Alpaca 21 Golf, runway 4 right, taxi via Romeo Golf, Bravo, Victor, cross runway 4 left, then Victor.
Runway 4 right, Romeo Golf, Bravo, Victor, cross 4 left, then Victor. Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf.
Once, by the way, when we get to runway 4, we have to do a turnaround to go back the other way. So as soon as we come off the runway, we go up to 3,000, we'll be swinging back around to hit our departure, which is the port 4 departure. So let's go.
Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this flight with our airline. We are traveling from Newark to Washington. I would like to introduce our captain, Steve Good, and our first officer, Brian Song. Joining me in the cabin today are my fellow crew members, Camille, Julian, and Sophie. We expect a flight time of approximately 50 minutes. Now, for your safety, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To unfasten, lift the buckle. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. In case of an emergency evacuation, please leave your luggage on board. The emergency exits on this Boeing 738 are located at the front, over the wings, and at the rear of the aircraft. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Thank you for your attention, and we will be coming around shortly with refreshments. Now, I will inform the captain that the cabin is ready for departure.
This is a very confusing airport. It's like it's never not busy at this airport either. Right, we're taxiing to 04 right now. It's a little bit further here. I think that's our spot over there. Got this intersection, and then the next left is our runway. What? Here we go. Nice little touch to have the little light there for us. Appreciate it. Alright everyone, don't forget where we parked. Okay. Alright. Let's hold up here for a second.
Request taxi for parking. Vision Jet 69 Yankee Newark, Liberty Ground. Taxi departing via Sierra remains in frequency.
Alright, let's reset the chronometers. Flaps to 5. 1, 2, 3. Anti-skid is on RTO. You see the little meter there, will go right here for 5. And matching up with Baga on the, or we're going out on that. That's our departure. Our first waypoint is Baga, so I'm going to go ahead and put the first waypoint in there. Brian, would you let them know we're holding short, runway 04 right, ready for departure?
I'll let them know we're holding short and ready for departure.
Newark Liberty International Airport Tower, Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf. Holding short of runway 4 right, we are ready for departure.
Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf, Newark Liberty International Airport Tower, runway 4 right, wind 330 at 7. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Okay.
Runway 4 right, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf.
This is where, because it's Traffic Global and say intentions don't talk, I always make one last check right to make sure there's no traffic incoming on the runway. So we're clear. Break off. Okay. So yeah, you're right. There's no talking back and forth.
United 1578, heavy contact departure on 127.6.
Nice lights on the runway.
United
Here.
1578 heavy.
American 278, contact departure. Going to departure, American 278.
N1. Forward pressure on yoke.
knots. D1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
You're up. Right. Gear to off.
1000.
L nav, V nav. Autopilot engaged.
Alpaca 21 Golf, contact departure on 127.6.
Switching to departure on 127.6.
Flaps
Alpaca
retracted.
Charlie Papa 21 Golf. Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf evening climbing to 150. Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf, Peterborough departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 16,000, turn left heading 220, vectors to Big E, then as filed. Climb and maintain 16,000, left heading 220 for vectors to Big E, then as filed. Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf.
One 6,000.
Alpaca 2-1 Golf, contact Kennedy approach on 125.7. Switching to Kennedy approach on 125.7, Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf. Kennedy departure, Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf, evening maintaining 3,000 feet.
Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf, Kennedy departure. Good evening, altimeter 3010.
Altimeter 3010, Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf.
Alright, by the way, if you notice what I messed up on is that I did not turn the landing lights off on takeoff, and I had runway lights and the taxi lights on. So on takeoff I switch back and my landing lights are on now. Also I'm going to go ahead and put my continuous to off. And we're currently traveling to Baga, for the Baga waypoint, and this will put us on our course to DC. We're only 169 miles outside of DC now. We're at 9,000, so we're about 1,000 from turning off the landing lights. Landing lights off.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, I'd like to extend a
Dear guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude. You are now permitted to use your electronic devices. Please ensure that they are in airplane mode. Also, I would like to inform you that our onboard Wi-Fi service is now available.
VREF is 40 at 140 flaps, full flaps at 140, and our frequency is 10990. So get that entered. QNH for arrival is so close. It's 3013.
Alpaca 2-1 Golf, expect the Clipper 3 arrival. Descent coming up in about 15 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
I don't think we need to.
Clipper 3 arrival. We'll notify if ready to descend earlier. Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf.
Alpaca 2-1 Golf, expect the ILS runway 1 approach into Reagan.
Got it.
Expecting the ILS runway 1 approach into Reagan. Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf.
Also, we're going to go ahead and see if we can pull down our descent winds. Cool. I got him. And 30.13 QNH right here.
1,000 to go.
And it's got us at 153 nautical miles from top of descent. Actually, we'll be coming down a little bit before that. This is just me. I don't know if y'all use this, but fixed rings. My fixed rings. So I'm going to go ahead and put our arrival runway as runway 01. And I want a 10-mile fixed ring. And I want a 4.5-mile fixed ring. Okay. I don't really need the one that's closer up, so I'm not putting the other one in. And so now, if I go to there, I've got my fixed rings for our arrival runway are set.
Kennedy clearance, American 665, request 5 for clearance to Miami.
See where we are there. I'm just in the darkness here. Where am I? Looks like I'm in a neighborhood. Sometimes I just hit shift 3 to see where it drops me. I'm going ahead and putting my altitude setting in here. VNAV will manage us down, but I'm going to put my altitude on 2,500. Okay, I'll leave that there. It doesn't have us descending until Brunk on our waypoints. Brunk, let's see. That's about right. So the reason I think it holds us off on descending for so long. First of all, we're only at 160. Secondly, we have to do a transition, so we're going to be parallel to the airport, staying out of the restricted airspace, and we will fly past the airport, about 20 miles past, and then have to turn back around and come in on a transition. So that's why it's the Clipper 3 arrival. Not terribly difficult, but that's why it waits. It holds us off on descending, because we only have to descend for we're only 16,000 feet above. So. Okay. Why don't we lose LNAV? What happened? Check our... I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see. It didn't take us off course, but for some reason we dropped. I was looking to see if I had a vector in the flight plan or a discontinuity that caused us to drop LNAV to drop, but I don't see anything messed up. I don't know. I don't know what happened. We're going to go ahead and put that anti-skid on 2 for arrival. Set the heading button. And 113 miles out, and
Mike November Sierra, contact Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Mike November Sierra has traffic. Roger, and switching over to tower. Thanks for your help.
all right. The next thing we want to do is make sure that our landing altitude is correct, and the elevation for DC is 14 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 230.
So we're going to set this to 0 because it's in increments of 50. Because no flight's complete without a bump on there. Sure. And our course directors are 007. This is for runway 01. Alright, so what we've checked on for our approach, course directors need to be on 007. Anti-skid needs to be set to 2. Speed brake, or the ground spoiler, needs to be armed. And when we land, we'll be at full flaps with a VREF of 40 for full flaps at 140 knots. In case you're wondering about the comment about Traffic Global and Ortho and the breakup, I switched over to 12.3, XPlane 12.3, or tried to upgrade to the beta, and when I did, several things broke. One which I think Traffic Global was a big one that I think caused some crashes. But my AutoOrtho and my SimHeaven, I had some issues with all of it. And truth be told, I never nailed down the exact plug-in, but I finally decided just to drop back after just having some of those issues because I wanted to fly, and did a fresh install of XPlane 12 back to 12.2, and I'm just going to wait it out. But now that I've got more information about Traffic Global, some of those crashes were probably related in my dump file to Traffic Global and XPlane 12.3. I'm running an i9 system with 64 gigs of RAM, and I have an NVIDIA RTX 4070 video card, so there was no reason it shouldn't have just worked, unless there was a problem with the two of those playing well together. So I'm hoping they tweak it, do whatever they have to make it work. In the meantime, honestly, I like 12.2. It's stable. It works well with Traffic Global, say Intentions. So I just have no reason to switch or try it again yet. I don't like the downtime. Someone suggested from my last stream, I was running 720 60 frames per second on my stream, and I switched it over to 1080. So I can't see a difference. Bigger frame, looks nicer. Right, we're 74 miles out. .67 nautical miles from top of descent. So no rush. We're good. So Clipper.
Alpaca 21 Golf, descend via Clipper 3 for the ILS runway 1 approach into Reagan. Altimeter 3009er.
Descend via Clipper 3 for the ILS runway 1 approach. Altimeter 3009er. Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf.
Right, so we'll hit level change. .3009er.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our approach to Washington. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seat belts. The use of lavatories is no longer permitted. Thank you for your cooperation.
I took off the vector, which I don't think I'll need it. I think they'll either give me a vector or whatever the case is, I don't need to have it in there. Okay, this is where I should have listened to my gut, because Say Intentions is trying to get me to descend. You heard me get instructions, but honestly, if I just would have followed the my descent path here and started dropping at my top of descent, I would have had plenty of time to get down to the right altitude. And right now, as it stands now, I'm going to be going down to 2,500 on this descent, and I didn't need it. I didn't need to descend that early, to that altitude that early. So, let's see. We got a cloud cover, it looks like.
Alpaca 2-1 Golf, contact Reagan approach on 119.85.
Contacting Reagan approach on 119.85. Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf. Reagan approach, Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf. Good evening. We're descending to 13,000.
Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf. Reagan approach. Good evening, Reagan altimeter 3014.
Altimeter 3014. Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf.
3014. Okay, got it. So we're only 35 miles outside of DC, but we'll be coming alongside of it and making a right and going from 180 to basically 007, something like that. Landing lights are on. And here's where those rings come in handy. At least gives you like a awareness. So we're gonna be right there.
Alpaca 2-1 Golf, descend and maintain 3500, turn left heading 180 vectors for the ILS runway 1 approach.
Descend and maintain 3,500. Left heading 180 for vectors to the ILS runway 1 approach. Alpaca Charlie Papa 2-1 Golf.
Come on, don't let me down here. We've got to get slowed down. We're going too fast. we'll probably get a little warning about being over 250 knots and below 10,000.
Super, climb and maintain flight level 310. Super, contact Washington Center on 134.5.
Right, airport should be out to our right. I can't see it from there. We've got a pretty good cloud cover. Let's get the weather.
Zulu Bravo 738, College Park approach. Wind 186 at 0 knots. No runways are in use due to airport operating conditions. Proceed at your own discretion.
You heard that. Alpaca 873 North, can you advise the ceiling?
Alpaca 21 Golf, ceiling solid overcast at 1300 feet.
Zulu Bravo 738, College Park approach. Wind 185 at 0 knots. No runways are in use due to airport operating conditions. Proceed at your own discretion.
Alpaca 21 Golf, turn right heading 215.
Turning right heading 215, Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf.
Turn the speed back over to VNAV. I had the speed intervention in there for a while, but we're fine. Just went to flaps 1. Alright, so course headings, course directors are set, frequency is set, anti-skid is set to 2, and speed brake is armed. Flaps 5. And I can't see jack squat, by the way. IFR. He said the ceiling was, I think, 1800.
Thousand to go.
So far, say Intentions
Alpaca
is
21
doing
Golf,
a
turn
good
right
job
heading 245.
on vectoring.
Contact Washington Center on 134.5.
Turning right, heading 245. Alpaca Charlie, Papa 21 Golf.
Right.
Alpaca 21 Golf. Proceed direct Catrine. Descend and maintain 2500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 1 approach.
Proceeding direct Catrine. Descend and maintain 2,500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 1 approach. Alpaca Charlie, Papa 21 Golf.
Direct to Catter.
1,000 to go.
We are 17 miles from DCA. And let's go. I've just re-engaged LNAV. Set
2500.
direct to Cattern. And I'm activating approach. And there's those beautiful rings. Right, we're heading toward Cattern now at 245. We're at 2,500 feet. Thirteen miles outside of DC. Still dark, very dark. Gear is down, and we're at 15 flaps at the moment. We'll be going to eventually to full flaps.
Alpaca 21 Golf. Contact Reagan Tower on 119.1.
Switching to Reagan Tower on 119.1. Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf.
Still can't see anything out there.
Reagan Tower, Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf. Evening. We're established on the ILS for runway 1 approach.
Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf, Reagan Tower, roger.
Flaps full. I have speed set here at 145 knots.
American 1535, welcome to Reagan. Contact ground on 121.7. Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf, Reagan Tower, wind 070 at 3. Runway 1, cleared to land.
Runway 1 cleared to land. Alpaca Charlie Papa 21 Golf.
We've captured the localizer. Okay.
Zulu Bravo 738, Ronald Reagan, Washington NTNL Tower. Wind 031 at 3 knots. Active arrival runway 01. Parking 120 reserved.
You got it. Okay. No, there's still a cloud cover out there. Throttle's mine.
Thousand feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Man, that's beautiful. Check that out. Right, 143.
400.
See the Washington Monument out in the
300.
far distance.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
reversers are on. I haven't touched my brakes yet.
Alpaca 2-1 Golf, contact ground on 121.7.
Switching to ground on 121.7. Alpaca Charlie, Papa 2-1 Golf.
Tracking flaps.
Reagan ground, Alpaca Charlie, Papa 2-1 Golf evening. We're clear of runway 1 and ready to taxi to the gate.
Captain, cabin is ready.
Alpaca 2-1 Golf, taxi to commuter parking gate 3, cross runway 1, then Sierra, cross runway 15, then November. Have a good day.
Please turn off all electronic devices.
Commuter
and store
parking
them
gate
until
3,
we arrive
cross
at the
runway
gate.
1, then Sierra, cross runway 15, then November. Alpaca Charlie, Papa 2-1 Golf.
Position, and your seatbelts are fastened. We will be arriving at commuter parking 3. Thank you for your cooperation. Crew, please check that everyone is seated and has fastened their seatbelts.
This is KDCA. It is a custom airport, or custom scenery airport, and it really looks real good.
Reagan ground, southwest 1143. We're looking to pick up IFR clearance.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
We're a little bit busy here. See if I get me a spot. This is where I may have to steal a spot. Let's see. Yeah, well. Break. Okay. First things first. Let's get a ground service GPU set chocks. Okay. Go ahead and drop power. If you look at that, here's what I like about this airport. That kind of detail. Love that. The people are a little slow, but I like that.
Blue Street 5554 requesting IFR clearance to Syracuse Airport. As filed, I have information, Mike.
I've got to close out the flight. Should be okay. You had a good flight. Okay, so what do we have? Good touchdown. Had a delay, but they don't deduct me for the delay. But I had a good rating. Okay. I'm gonna bring these lights back up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few.
That is so cool. The DC airport, they did a good job on that. Right, let's go watch the flight. Let's see, do a replay. Didn't mean to go that far back, probably.
Reagan ground, American 4682 at gate Delta 38, requesting push and start.
American 4682, push and start approved, tail west.
Push and start approved, tail west.
Great shot there. Oh, that is so cool. Color on the water. Alright, let's do Passover. Flight Sim Pilot 1. Hey, I heard that. So you just El Paso. I have I've got to take a flight. My flight factor 777. That's probably, I think that's like the flagship aircraft in XPlane.
Blue Streak 5557, contact departure.
I will say this: it's a more resource intensive in terms of all the things it does, because it does so much in the background. But that's an excellent plane. Alright guys, I hope everybody has a good night. I think it's whatever time it is from where you are. I'm in North Carolina, actually, near Greensboro. North Carolina is my actual home. So it is about 1 o'clock here. Anyway, I will see y'all. I'll see y'all on the next flight.